Hello, this is Tess Novotny with the Herald News. It's Friday, July 20th, 2018. Here's a rundown of some of the top stories affecting the Klamath Basin. It's the Klamath Countdown. The east side hangar expansion at the Crater Lake Klamath Regional Airport has been shelved due to unanticipated cost increases and the loss of a primary tenant. Klamath Falls City Council voted unanimously Monday night to reject all current construction bids. The lowest came in at $5.1 million from Kinsman Construction and returned $2.8 million awarded from a Connect Oregon grant. With the grant included, the city had about $4.75 million to put towards the effort. The project had been in development since 2015, with significant talks on funding options and a tenant also taking place last December. EAL Leasing, which is still in the airport's west side hangar, had announced on July 9th that they could not move forward with leasing the east side hangar due to unanticipated cost increases. These increases primarily came in the form of a foam fire suppression system that had a price tag of $800,000. On Wednesday, members of Red Rock Biofuels, political dignitaries, corporate representatives, and a large community contingent gathered on the outskirts of Lakeview for a groundbreaking ceremony for the $320 million renewable fuels facility. Taking woody biomass products such as pine needles, agriculture waste, sawdust, and slash piles from forest thinning projects, the facility will convert materials that might otherwise fuel raging wildfires into jet fuel, around 15 million gallons worth each year. Funded through bond sales, grants, and a military contract, the project has been 7 years in the making to reach Wednesday's groundbreaking. This is the first year Solid Ground, a horse-assisted activities and therapy center, has run a summer program. They are operating with 2 sessions. The first ran the week of June 9th, and the second started Monday, July 16th. Throughout each session, 9 participants ages 7 to 12 came to the facility from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., where they experienced riding, grooming, and leading, as well as educational programs like learning horse anatomy. Shelley Trumbley, the executive director of Solid Ground, said the program is much more than just a riding camp. They're not just getting the joys of riding, they're getting the responsibility of what it takes to care for an animal, she said. The revenue generated from the camp will go back into horse therapy programs, with sessions running from May through mid-October. A local timber company is taking action following problems with illegal trash dumps and at least $30,000 in equipment thefts over the last 3 years. Green Diamond Resource Company, which owns several parcels of land in Klamath County and hundreds of acres in the Pacific Northwest, is finishing work on 9 new gates at roads and paths accessed by Highway 66. The gates will close off 50,000 acres of private land that run from Clover Creek County Road to Highway 140 for about 9 months out of the year, excluding hunting season. This means that some fishing and hunting areas, like Round Lake and Aspen Lake, will be closed through the winter. Vice President and General Manager of Oregon Operations at Green Diamond, Andy Ellsbury, said the gates would remain open from August 15th to November 15th. Here are some things you can enjoy this weekend in the warm July weather. The first Lost River Bluegrass Festival will be at the Merrill Park Civic Center on the banks of Lost River. Performances will run from 1 to 8 p.m. on Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. The Rocky Point Festival barbecue, flea market, bake sale, and auction will be held from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday at the Rocky Point Fire Hall. A model railroad show at the Klamath County Museum presented by the Klamath Rails Model Railroad Club will run through Saturday. The Collier Park and Logging Museum is hosting a log truck show with over 20 trucks on display on Saturday, July 21st from 10 to 3. Finally, the Crater Lake Stampede will begin at noon on Saturday and Sunday in Chiloquin, with calf roping, bale racing, team roping, bull riding, breakaway roping, pole bending, and calf riding. So until next week, for these stories and so much more, be sure to pick up your daily copy of the Herald News or visit us online at heraldnews.com.